Have you ever wondered why some people can't show love, even when they feel it? There are wounds that make no sound. They don't bleed. They don't leave visible scars, but they echo through generations, creating silence where there should be warmth, distance where there should be embrace. Ana Rivera stood in her childhood bedroom in Sacramento, California, holding a worn notebook wrapped in a faded purple ribbon. Her hands trembled. In the next room, her mother lay dying, the cancer taking a little more of her with each shallow breath. Ana was 34 years older, successful pediatric nurse, married to a kind man, mother to twin boys who filled her days with joy. She had built a good life, but there was a hole in the center of it, shaped exactly like the mother who had raised her but never seemed to love her. This is the story of how a diary changed everything. Ana grew up in a house that looked perfect from the outside. Inside, her mother Elena kept everything immaculate, dishes washed immediately, floors swept daily, not a single item out of place. But Elena was always there, yet never really present. Her body occupied space, but her soul seemed to live somewhere else. Somewhere Ana could never reach. There were no hugs in Ana's childhood. No bedtime stories. No spontaneous tickle fights or lazy Sunday morning pancakes. Elena's eyes, when they looked at Ana, were like windows with the shades drawn. You could tell someone was inside, but you couldn't see them, couldn't reach them. As a child, Ana believed she must have done something terribly wrong. Maybe she wasn't pretty enough, or smart enough, or good enough in some fundamental way. Maybe her mother simply didn't love her. She would watch other mothers at school pick up, see them sweep their children into warm embraces, lean down to hear about their day with genuine interest. Then she'd look at Elena standing apart, arms crossed, face expressionless, waiting with the patience of someone fulfilling an obligation rather than receiving a gift. The years passed like that. Birthdays came with perfectly wrapped, practical presents bought from a list. Ana had written nothing with thought behind it. Tears were met with tissues, handed over silently, and an uncomfortable "You'll be fine" before Elena retreated. When Ana made honor roll, Elena signed the certificates without comment. When she won the regional spelling bee, Elena attended, but left immediately after without congratulating her daughter. Ana promised herself she would be different. When she grew up, she would never be cold, never distant, never silent like her mother. She would be warm sunshine where her mother had been winter frost. Ana moved away for college, choosing Seattle because it was far. She called home once a month, conversations that lasted exactly 5 minutes. She came home only for major holidays, counting hours until she could leave again. She met James in her senior year. He came from a loud Italian family where people hugged hello and goodbye, and sometimes just because. His mother, on their first meeting, pulled Ana into an embrace that lasted so long, Ana forgot how to breathe. Stood stiff until James gently extracted her. "She's not much of a hugger," James explained. His mother looked at Ana with eyes that saw too much. "That's okay, sweet. We'll teach you." And they did. Slowly, his family's warmth thawed. Something in Ana she hadn't known was frozen. She learned that meals could be loud and full of laughter, that people could argue and still love each other, that affection could be given freely. When Ana got pregnant with twins, she was terrified. What if she was like her mother? What if the coldness was genetic? But when Marcus and Mattia were born, Ana held them and felt everything I loved so fierce it was almost painful. She held them and cried and promised, "I will never be silent. I will show you love every single day." And she did. She was an attentive mother, affectionate, present in ways her own mother had never been. She kissed scraped knees and read bedtime stories with different voices and celebrated small victories. She was everything she'd promised to be. But there was a crack in her foundation, a resentment she carried like stones in her pockets. Every time she hugged her sons, part of her thought bitterly about all the hugs she'd never received. She was a good mother, but an angry daughter. The call came on a Tuesday morning. Elena had collapsed. Pancreatic cancer, stage 4. Months, maybe weeks. Ana Rivera flew to Sacramento the next day. The house looked smaller than she remembered Shabir. Elena was in her bedroom, impossibly frail, all sharp bones and 2 large eyes. "Ina," Elena whispered. "You came. Of course I came." For 3 days, Aina moved through the house like a ghost. She organized medications, spoke with hospice nurses, sorted through belongings with detached efficiency. She sat with her mother for prescribed intervals, but they barely spoke. What was there to say after 34 years of silence? On the 4th day, while cleaning the whole closet, Aina found a cardboard box tucked in the back. Inside were old photos and the worn notebook wrapped in faded purple ribbon. Aina almost put it back. Going through her mother's private writings felt like a violation, but her hands moved on their own, untying the ribbon, opening the cover. The first entry was dated 42 years ago, written in handwriting younger than Elena's precise script rounder, more hopeful. Today, I turned 16. Mama made my favorite cake. Life is full of possibilities. Aina's breath caught. This was her mother's voice, but lighter, full of joy she'd never heard. She turned pages, reading faster. The entries documented an ordinary teenage girl's life, boys, friends, dreams of becoming a teacher. Then, about 6 months in, the tone shifted. I haven't written in a while. I don't know how to write about what happened. Uncle Richard came to visit last month. He's staying in the guest room. Mama and Papa think he's wonderful. I can't tell them. They would never believe me. Aina's hands started shaking. She sat down hard on the closet floor and kept reading, even though part of her desperately didn't want to know. The entries documented systematic abuse by an uncle the family trusted. A teenage Elena trapped. Unable tutel not believed the one time she tried to hint at what was happening. I feel dirty all the time. No amount of showering helps. I scrub and scrub, but I can't get clean. He leaves in 2 weeks. I just have to survive 2 more weeks. He's gone, but I'm different now. I feel broken in a way I don't think can be fixed. Tears blurred Aina's vision. The entries continued through high school. Elena struggled to trust. Her marriage to Aina's father, a gentleman who died when Aina was 2. Then entries about Aina's birth. She's here. My daughter. She's perfect. I'm terrified. What if I can't protect her? What if I ruin her? What if I'm too broken to be what she needs? She cried all night. I held her, but I felt nothing. Like I'm watching someone else's life. Like I'm behind glass. Is this what being a mother feels like? Aina is 2 years old today. She tried to hug me, and I flinched. I saw hurt in her eyes, and I hate myself. But I can't help it. Touch feels dangerous. Even her touch. Especially her touch. Because if I let myself love her too much, if I let her all the way in, then I'll be vulnerable again. And I can't survive being that vulnerable again. Page after page documented Elena's war between desperate love for her daughter and paralyzing fear of connection. Every cold moment Anna remembered was here. Explain. Elena hadn't been incapable of love. She'd been drowning in it, terrified by it, keeping distance, not because she didn't care, but because she cared too much and couldn't trust herself for the world. I watch other mothers, and I see how easy it is for them, how natural. Why can't I just be normal? Anna deserves better than me. The last entry was dated a month ago, written in shaky handwriting. The doctor says I don't have much time. I'm not afraid of dying. I'm afraid of leaving Anna thinking I never loved her. But how do I tell her? How do I explain 40 years of silence? How do I make her understand that every time I couldn't hug her, couldn't say the words, couldn't be the mother she needed, it was because I was too damaged, not because she wasn't enough. She was always more than enough. She was everything. The notebook slipped from Anna's hands. She sat in that closet and cried harder than she'd ever cried for the mother she'd judged, for the childhood she'd lost, 4 years of misunderstanding, for pain that had echoed through generations. When she finally stopped, Anna picked up the notebook and walked to her mother's room. Elena was awake, staring out the window. "Mama," Anna said softly. She hadn't called her mama since she was very young. Elena Tournette saw the notebook, and her eyes widened with fear. "I'm sorry," Elena whispered. "I should have thrown that away." "You weren't supposed to. I'm glad I saw it." Anna Rivera interrupted. She sat on the edge of the bed. "Mama, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. All these years, I thought you didn't love me. and I let you think that because I didn't know how to explain. How do you tell your child that you love them so much it terrifies you? And I reached out slowly. Elena didn't pull away. For the first time in Anna's memory, her mother reached back. Their hands met, fingers intertwining, both shaking. I love you, Elena said, voice breaking. I've always loved you. I just didn't know how to show it. I was so broken, and I was so afraid of breaking you too. You didn't break me, Anna said. You made me strong. Did I make you happy? Anna thought about that. You made me who I am, and I'm still becoming her. They sat like that for a long time, hands clasped, words finally flowing after decades of drought. Elena told stories Aina had never heard about her childhood before the trauma, about Aina's father, and how gentle he'd been, about every birthday and achievement Elena had celebrated silently in her heart. I would lie awake at night thinking about all the things I wanted to say to you. I'm proud of you. You're beautiful. I love watching you grow. But the words would get stuck, like there was a wall I'd built to protect myself. But I'd built it too well and I got trapped behind it. I built walls too, Anna admitted. I swore I'd be different from you. And I am, with my boys. But with you, I kept you locked out because I thought you'd lock me out first. We're a mess, aren't we? Elena said, and there was almost humor in her voice. Yeah, Anna agreed. We really are. But they were smiling through tears, and their hands were still clasped. And for the first time in Anna's life, there was no wall between them. Elena died 3 weeks later on a quiet Thursday morning with Anna holding her hand. Her last words were, "Tell the boys their grandma loved them. Tell them I wish I'd known how to show you that when you were small." I'll tell them, Anna promised. I'll tell them everything. At the funeral, Aina spoke about silence and walls, and the damage we do when we don't understand each other. As pain. She spoke about her mother's strength, surviving what she'd survived. She spoke about forgiveness, not the kind that erases hurt, but the kind that says, I understand now, and understanding changes everything. 6 months later, Anna found a letter Elena had written just days before she died. Dear Aina, the last weeks of my life, when we finally talked, when I finally held your hand and you held mine back, those were the happiest weeks I've had since before I was 16. You gave me something I didn't deserve understanding. I spent your whole childhood building walls to keep the hurt out, not realizing I was keeping you out too. But you climbed over those walls. You forgave me. Not because I earned it, but because you chose it. That's real love. I'm proud of the woman you became. I'm proud that you learned to show love, even though I never taught you how. You broke the cycle. You're everything I wanted to be and couldn't figure out how. I love you. I always have. Even in the silence. Especially in the silence. I loved you. Amana sat in her old bedroom crying, laughing, feeling grief and gratitude tangled together. The emptiness of her childhood hadn't vanished. It was still there. Still real, but it had changed shape. It wasn't a void anymore. It was a space where understanding had taken root. Today, Anna lives in Seattle with her husband and sons. In her living room hangs a photograph of Elena at 15, smiling with hope in her eyes before the trauma, before the walls, before the silence. Next to it, photos of Marcus and Mateo laughing, arms around each other, open and free. When her sons ask about their grandmother, Aina tells them the truth. She had a hard life. She loved me, but she couldn't always show it. She taught me that sometimes silence carries love too, if you learn how to listen for it. The weight of silence had been heavy for so long, but understanding changed everything. It didn't erase the pain, but it transformed it into something she could finally carry without being crushed. Have you ever judged someone without knowing their whole story? Have you ever carried anger towards someone who was simply too broken to love you the way you needed? Sometimes forgiveness isn't about saying the words. Sometimes it's about understanding the silence. Sometimes the coldest people are just the ones who've been hurt the most. And sometimes understanding that changes everything.